The crazy world of recruitment came to a head here Thursday afternoon at the Under Armour All-American Game. Several Gator commitments doing well during the game, but the biggest surprise of the day came from Gerald Willis, a defensive end who chose the Gators over LSU. It was a homecoming of sorts for Jets quarterback Tim Tebow, and the players took the field for the 2014 Reese's Senior Bowl on Saturday. North Central Florida had several connections, everybody from Gator players like Solomon Patton and John Halapio to players named Gator.
Cassidy Hill takes us to her.
There are some things you expect to hear when you step on the campus at Alabama. Roll Tide for one, and ended with an unforgettable finish, and Bama back on top. Special thanks to the Matt Kenseth pit crew for giving us that up-close look. The night of Wilbekin's return, sophomore Devon Walker, who had been running some point guard in Wilbekin's absence, went down with what appeared to be a sprained ligament. Donovan says they'll know more after x-rays on Tuesday.
For Jacob Kurtz, hours spent here in the Gator basketball practice facility was as close as he'd ever thought he'd get to the team, never knowing that his dream here in the Risers would one day translate to the court.
So I'm trying this NBA 2K game. Turns out I'm really bad. The Crimson Tide basketball.
Cassidy Hill tells us that Lexi Scott just wants to play her part.
For kickers, there's an unseen path the ball must follow from their foot through the uprights. For St. Francis kicker Lexi Scott, a female playing in a man's world, that path has not been easy.
It's been a long road. I really don't know why I stuck with it. I think I just love football so much that it was the only way my parents would let me play.
She works extremely hard. She's as competitive, if not more competitive, than a lot of the guys on the team.
Oh, I can do that.
With a competitiveness that helped Lexi stay the course, she heads into her third year as a starter and a path that's become much straighter.
Here we go. You asked the best questions, by the way.
Michael Taylor leads the SEC right now in fumbles recovered. How much of that is attributed to just his tenacity?
Well, he is a tenacious young man.
Why Gator Chomp in pictures all week if you knew?
Because I was a Gator. I was a Gator commit.
Even though you knew different?
Yeah, I knew it, but nobody else ain't know.
You own the streak for home wins here. Like, when does that finally set in and take?
Do you want the Coach Donovan answer, or do you want the Patrick Young answer?
I want the Patrick Young real answer.
It's cool to be a part of that.
Does that happen on the court, and then does it translate into just everyday life as well, that if one of you's not there, the other one's going to be? Have you been counting down the days where you could get back here?
Yeah, I couldn't wait. I already marked it on my calendar.
Ryan Kelly has already been named to the Remington watch list. He's never even taken a snap in a game. You probably know better than anybody. Why is he deserving of that?
He's good. He's good. Just, you are going to see this year.
You had such a great friendship with Barrett, though. Has it been difficult trying to build that relationship?
No, I always used to mess with Barrett and say, Ryan snapped the ball better than him.
If presented with the opportunity, how much would you enjoy maybe playing here? How different is it from standing over here instead of being over there?
It's different. It definitely is different. It's a little bit more relaxing.
4 years, there's a lot of memories. But tonight, when it hits you, what I want to know is, who's going to cry first?
Probably be Cody.
No. With South Carolina having a bye week this week and November 9th, which is homecoming here, what are the chances we could see Steve Spurrier as an honorary Mr. Tubas this year?
You'd have to ask him that.
I heard you in your press conference talk about Twitter and how you were banning that from your players. Can you expand on that a little bit?
Well, we have some dumb, immature players that put crap on their Twitter.
Best friends here, Zach Mettenberger, LSU quarterback, Arthur Lynch, Georgia tight end. Does that get a little intense once football season starts? He's found another home, a true home, in the water. And as the team continues to help out each other win games, they're helping cement themselves in Gator history. The Gators have already showed this season that they're scary good on defense, leading the SEC in all 8 categories. And it's understandable, since now that the heart of the Gator defense is just plain scary. Having that same target is key, especially since Kevin O'Sullivan is known for pulling his pitchers quickly. In fact, Sully's quick draw even confused Gushu on one noteworthy occasion when Taylor confused the two guys on the mound. In the scheme of the SEC, Florida's offensive numbers have been dismal at best. The Gators rank dead last in total offense. Or is this a program and a coach uniquely suited to win on both the college and professional level?
For about 7 or 8 months, I didn't once think that I'd be back on the football team.
After After a lifetime of longing to be a Gator, this was an unusual statement for Chris Guido, as the Altamont Springs long snapper has a former Gator for a father and started snapping in 3rd grade, dreaming of one day doing the same in college.
I never thought it would take me this far, but I hoped for it.
That hope brought him 3 years on the Florida roster before injury struck, and he also knew it was time to start preparing for his future as a doctor.
I wanted to get ready for what I was going to be doing the rest of my life.
He closed the door on Florida Field and stepped into Ben Hill Griffin Stadium. But as the Gators kicked off their 2012 season, he realized something wasn't right.
It felt different. I'd much rather be on the field, and I felt that inside. I didn't tell anyone.
He didn't tell anyone for days, even after Drew Ferris, the snapper who took Chris's place, broke his collarbone. But while sitting in Knoxville watching his Gators take on the Vols, Chris remembered something Coach Muschamp had told his team.
And we've always talked about man down, man up.
Man down, man up. You know, that's how we've been playing it the whole year, you know.
And I was just watching the game, and I said to myself, being out there, I could help fill in for Drew. I could help the team out.
The following week, Chris went to see special teams coach DJ Durkin.
You know, I apologize for leaving the team before. I hope you can understand the reasons why I did it.
The next day, he was back at practice and then starting versus LSU. He finished his senior season with his teammates and still has no second thoughts about the time he spent away from them.
Definitely no regrets. I've seen it all. I was a normal student. I joined a fraternity. I played football for 4 years.
4 years, but that last one will be remembered when he epitomized everything Coach Muschamp had been preaching. Man down, man up. Cassidy Hill, WCJB, TV20 Sports.
ESPNU, Campus Connection, Fletcher Cox signing out.
And Cassidy Hill, have a great day.